Hi, welcome to the Bio Mark 7 instructional and accessory video. So this video is basically just explaining what accessories you get with your Bio Mark 7 and how to basically set up and operate the Mark 7. So this is our latest Bio Mark 7. Basically when you order it from us, you will get a kind of starter pack, and the starter pack includes everything you need to basically start juicing. So what does it include? Basically, you will get 2 plastic press racks. These simply go into the press area on the press plates, the metal press plates, and you simply hang the plastic press plates on the pins, on the outer pins. So there's 6 pins in total on the press plates. The 4 outer ones are for the press plates, and then all 6 pins are for the press bags. This basically just adds strength for the weight of the press bag once you're pulsing it. So yeah, you get two press racks with your machine. You'll also get two press bags with each machine, and these simply slot in, which I'll demonstrate in a second. All of these accessories you can order direct from us, and we will invoice you, or you can actually order from our store on our website. For our UK customers, we will get these out as quick as possible, so 24 to 48 hours, normally signed for or tracked. And for international customers, we will just get them on a 2 to 3 day kind of courier as quickly as possible to you. If you're ordering a machine and you are kind of an international customer, we always suggest that we kind of put a few more bags with your machine and a few spares, just so that in the first weeks of operation you've got everything you need without anything stopping you. So, two plastic press racks, 2 press bags. You'll also, on the machine, it will come fitted with your blade behind here, which I'll show you in a minute. On the blade you have a hub and your plastic backing plate. This is called the plastic backing plate. This basically goes onto your hub and swaps on for basically changing the grade of blade, the stainless steel blade that goes on here. So basically what you do is you put the blade on the actual backing plate by simply lining up the screws like so. So you just line up all the screws, simply give it a bit of a turn and basically lock it into place. So once you've turned it, you just simply use a Phillips crosshead screwdriver to tighten them all up, and then basically put it back on to your hub, your little hub in the middle. Now, when you're placing it on the machine, this is quite an important note. On the back of your plastic backing plate there is 2 holes, and on the hub, which I'll show you in a minute, there's 2 pins. The 2 pins must line up with the holes and they will insert. Generally you'll know when you've got it on, because when you're tightening the agitating knob in the middle, it will push it further on, and your pins should go into these 2 holes, okay? Every machine comes with 2 blades. So generally your Bio Mark 7 will come fitted with a backing plate on it with a 1/2 inch size blade. And then we also supply the 1/4 inch blade as well. So you've got 2 size blades. Generally the difference being between the blades is the 1/2 and a 1/4 is bigger blades, and on the 1/4 you've got smaller blades but more of them. So generally you need to kind of test your Bio Mark 7 within the first week, just playing with the different variables. So you need to play with your grinding blades, and also playing with just the press speed and your grinding speed to see what gives you the best result for your juice, depending on what kind of outcome you want. Generally the 1/4 inch blade would be for more larger fruits, and possibly herbs as well, and obviously if you were running herbs on the Mark 7 through, as in leafy greens and herbs, i.e. curly kale or spinach, you would generally bring the speed down slightly because of the wind speed of the grinder. You want to make sure you're chopping those herbs in. So, like I said, you get one backing plate and 2 blades, one fitted and one spare in your package with your Mark 7. Like I said, if you're an international customer, it may be an idea to order an extra quarter and an extra half until you figure out which blade is more suitable, and then you've obviously got a spare as well. But like I said, you can order these through the website as well. So you'll also get with your machine your stainless steel plunger, and the plunger is basically for pushing your fruit and vegetable down your chute, your hopper chute. This is the hopper chute. It simply goes in. You can push your fruit and veg down to your grinder. These are also, you can order these from us as well, but generally the lifespan of these is going to be quite a long time because they're made to be sturdy and robust, and they're stainless steel for cleaning with a food grade plastic in the middle. This is for any throwbacks. Sometimes you get fruit and veg throw back out the chute. And it's also a bit of a sound barrier. It will come down and bring the sound down slightly when you're juicing, just in case you're in a customer facing environment. You'll also get a stainless steel spatula. The spatula, believe it or not, will actually improve your yield. What happens is you will do you may have seen, you'll see it on some of our videos. You will put your fruit and veg down the chute. You'll do your first press. Generally, we always recommend that your first press is a nice and slow press, just to get the first initial juice content out of your pulp. This will let the juice go through, and obviously being slower, you can watch your pulp coming up, and you obviously don't want the pulp to come up too high and go over your press plates, then contaminating your juice with pulp. So, like I said, we always recommend the first one to be slow, come in nice and slowly, press, and then come back out and gradually speed it up over maybe 3 or 4 presses, depending on if you're still getting juice out of your pulp. Where this comes in is on your first press, we generally say after every press, just use the spatula for going into your bag and moving your pulp around. The stainless steel spatula comes with a lip on the end here. This is for basically being able to lift the pulp from the bottom of the bag, and with a kind of motion you bring the pulp up. And it's also got a slight bend. This isn't a defect, this has actually been designed with a bend for being able to come in from the top. We found by doing this, you will actually squeeze another bottle or 2 of juice out, believe it or not. Purely by moving your pulp around, it's moving that big bulk of pulp around and making sure that everything is getting pressed nicely. You also get a juice bucket, which is a 25 litre juice bucket. We generally supply it with a tap as well. And the reason that the tap is slightly higher is because we've designed it so that the tap doesn't get broken or damaged on a flat surface. May cause a couple of issues trying to get your last drops of juice out, so you may need to just slightly tilt it. We've done it so that you can obviously see how much you're producing, and these are food grade and easily washable. Each Mark 7 comes with 1 bucket. You can order more if you wish. Obviously, the only other thing really is it comes with your juice collection tray, which is at the bottom, which I will demonstrate in a minute how to remove. So basically that's the accessories that you get with your Mark 7. So just to recap, we will get 2 plastic press racks, you'll get 2 bags, you'll get 2 blades, half and a quarter. The half will be fitted to the machine, your quarter will come as a spare. You'll also get a tool which undoes the middle agitator bolt, which is the bolt in the middle that secures the backing plate and the grinder blade. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. Right, so what I'm going to demonstrate now now is how, when you get your Mark 7, what to do to set up ready for juicing. So, the first thing we need to do is obviously put the press racks in and put our bags in. Now, you can squeeze the press racks in with the hopper on, but we would recommend taking the hopper off or lifting it. So, first thing is, what I'll show you is removing the hopper. So, removing the hopper is, the best thing is, if you're tall enough like me, is you can rest it on your shoulder. Basically, we always suggest or recommend undoing the top left latch by simply releasing and lifting. Let the weight come on your shoulder, and then underneath here on the right hand bottom corner, simply release that one and lift it off. As simple as that, really. Your hopper is stainless steel, high grade, easily cleanable. It is slightly heavy, but we think this is kind of a compromise to make for a longer lasting shoot and an easier to clean shoot. So that's easy to take off for washing. Now, when you get to the grinder blade, like I just explained, I'll try and move the machine around so you can see. We've got the blade here, like I said, so your machine will come with a 1/4 inch blade, a new one. Obviously this has been used for testing. So your half blade will already be on the machine, and to remove it, we will have your stainless steel tool. You will have a tool that undoes the middle, and your screw simply unscrews by hand quite easily and will slide off. So like I explained just a minute ago, the half blade is already on there, and you can obviously, when you finished juicing, you can take it off for cleaning and put another blade on. Now, if you wanted to speed up your juicing, we would kind of advise having maybe more of your backing plate with another 1/2 inch blade or 1/4 inch, depending on which one you prefer, ready to go, so that you could kind of leave that to clean later and put on a new one ready for your new recipe. That will speed up your juicing and your cleaning. But to simply put it back on, like I said, here's the 2 pins either side of the hub, and they line up with the 2 holes either side of the plate. So I generally look down the side when you're fitting it. Simply push it on, and you'll see it won't go on straight away until you probably start screwing. And there you go, she clips in. So just make sure she clips in nicely, because this adds the support. And then generally, to tighten up, hold the blade at the top. Be careful not to cut yourself, just hold it and tighten it the opposite way. Doesn't need to be majorly tight, but just enough so it's on. And as simple as that, basically. So that's fitting the grinder blade. Like I said, you will get the tool for these, for what we call the agitator knob in the middle. We can also supply these if for any reason you lose it or it gets damaged. They are robust again and been designed to be robust. Put the hopper back on. Simply, like I said, put the top one on. Maybe hold it or rest on the shoulder. Secure the top left, and then secure the bottom right. And that is your blade ready for juicing. And now you could have fit the bags or rack at that point because your hopper's out of the way so you can get to it. But the Mark 7 has a beautiful feature, which is lifting the hopper. So I can lift the hopper by using the press. This is the press directional control stick. This operates the press, but it also operates the lifting feature because it's automatically built in. So we would retract it to lift the hopper. But if you go too far, what happens is it has a system where it hits a switch and brings it back down. So we lift it up, and that now gives us the easy space to fit the press racks. They simply go in, and you simply slide your the rubber holders over the pins, and push down. When ordering your plastic racks, just take a note that the two plastic racks should kind of slot into each other. If you order one, you need to tell us which side you have, because they come together in the grooves. So that's putting your rack in. Then you'd obviously get your bag, and like I explained earlier, your bag has 6 ringlets, eyelets, which obviously go onto the same six pins. So simply push them in, make sure they're all nicely on, and then you're basically ready for juicing. When lowering the hopper, just make sure she doesn't catch on a plastic rack, because it does get quite close to your plastic rack. And also, just at this point, I need to point out and stress to you that the hopper at any point should not be left up when you've left the machine overnight or any kind of period. The reason being is the hydraulics naturally, she will naturally lower over time. This will come down. If I time lapse this now, you would see it coming down. And obviously this can become a slightly dangerous pinch point area. So do not leave your hopper up when the machine is left for any long period or overnight. Make sure your hopper's down. So now I can put the hopper down. So I'm retracting. Just make sure you clear the press rack. And then obviously here, I've now got a green light ready to say, yep, you're ready to juice. So to go to operational controls, like I said, if you have any of these warning lights, the tilt or retract. Say for instance, this one's on, it's telling you that the tilt is not correctly down, so she won't grind. Basically, it's a safety feature. Your grinder will not grind until it's ready. So if you're having any grinder problems with your bio for any reason, just make sure that you're fully down and make sure none of these lights are on. Come down. And now I'm ready, and obviously if my jaw is slightly closed as well, I also get another warning light telling me that I need to retract it. So it says retract or tilt. These are warning you. These need to be off, ready for your grinder to start. So now if I bring it down, the machine now knows that the press is retracted and that the grinder, the hopper head is down, and you're safe to proceed. So, like I said, when you first get it, plug the machine in, and obviously turn it on here. This is your first port of call, which is the off-on switch, the power. And obviously then we would basically press the grinder, and you can hear it starting up. At the moment it's stopped because this is your speed control here. So this is where you would control the RPM of the grinder. So like I said earlier, if you're doing some herbs, maybe a bit slower, take it to full speed. It's going to get a little bit loud now. That's basically full speed. And then you can stop the grinder. You have a green for start and a red for stop. So if I was juicing right now, I'll put my wraps and my bag in. I would press start, choose my selected speed, start putting my fruit and veg in this end, using my plunger. And whilst we're talking about plunging, you need a nice method of kind of almost kind of a vibration kind of method, like where you're easing it into the grinder. Do not put too much pressure. Try and pull it hard. The only time you need a bit more pressure is, say, like melons or pineapples, and we would suggest them going in on their own, maybe a few bits behind, and generally you will need to put a bit more pressure on that, and that would need to be on full speed on the grinder to be able to grind the harder, rounder fruits. Make sure the brakes are on at the bottom of the casters, because the machine will try to move. So put your casters on, your brakes on, sorry, and just basically edge the fruit veg down until you feel her grinding, and then it will come down and it will feel like an ease. That's when she's cleared, ready for your kind of next bits of produce. But just to stress again, if it is pineapples and melons, put them in gently on their own and just put a bit more pressure, nice and slowly, just literally letting it kind of, really get into the pineapple or melon. So yeah, basically after that point you would then obviously press. So once we've grinded, we would stop the grinding and we would have pulp in the bag right now. When you were grinding, just a little note again, just don't let yourself fill the bag up because you will have a problem when you come to press. We would say leave a quarter of the bag at the top to allow your produce to come up, because when you press you're going to push that volume up. So just press nice and slowly on the first one, and always when you're pressing, always watch what's going on in the bag and control. Generally when I'm pressing, as you may have seen in videos, I'm looking in here, I have my hand on the press speed so that I can control it. Another reason why we went for a mechanical control is because you're feeling what the machine is doing by holding the hydraulic speed control dial, which is the blue dial on the side. So if I was pressing now, I would be pressing, I put the joystick forward, and obviously this now lifts this out the way so that we don't crush this, which is keeping all your pulp nice and clean getting into the bag without any kind of mess like other manufacturers. And the reason it automatically lifts is so that you don't cause any damage to your press area via the hopper. So we press now, and I would, when you're first doing your first press, do a quick little test to see where you last left it. You want it nice and slow like this, nice and slow. So you'll probably ask me now, how do I make it slow? So we turn clockwise to slow it, and faster is anti-clockwise. So I've got it nice and slow, and then as I go anti-clockwise, I can speed it up. But on the first press you want to do it nice and slow. Obviously the bag is kind of, I'm clipping at the moment, but generally you'd have produce in there which would be weighing it down, and it wouldn't come out from your pegs. And then when you retract, so by moving the joystick away from the front of the machine, you can't control that speed, that's been set. However, it is set faster than any other manufacturers. Some other manufacturers are a lot slower on their retracting, so you're waiting around and wasting more time. Ours has been designed to retract fairly quickly. And you can see here, this is the automatic part again. So once you've retracted, the grinder will come down in case you want to grind again. So if you were doing a press cycle, as in, I've just done my first one, I'm now going to do my second, you would stop just there before the hopper comes down, and then press again. And then anti-clockwise to speed it up in the second one. Remembering to use your spatula after your first press to move the pulp around to squeeze a bit more out. So yeah, that's the direction control, so that's fairly simple. Neutral's in the middle. When you finish with the machine at night, make sure the hopper's down, make sure the joystick's in neutral, and make sure your power's disconnected. So I can turn it off here, and ideally unplug it on the plug. The reason being is the electronics, you don't want to leave them all overnight, so make sure the machine is nicely off at the end. So yeah, when you've make sure your joystick's in neutral, but when you're pressing, what happens when you're pressing, when you reach the end, as in when one press plate reaches the other, what's going to happen is then you're on full squeeze. The pressure is going to really squeeze your pulp that you've just grinded, and that's where the pressure gauge comes in, so you can see what kind of pressure she's exerting on the pulp. We set the machines when they come to you at 2,250 psi. That's a hell of a lot of pressure on the pulp. That is because we can't really push it any more without being in a danger kind of situation. It's a safe pressure. So I'll show you now. Any other quick notes is basically keep an eye on your juice collection tray. If you're doing large quantities, what's going to happen is your juice collection tray can hold a lot of juice at the bottom. However, the juice is going to build up unless you let it loose in or release it into the juice collection bucket. What's going to happen then is if you let it build up in the tray, it's going to start coming up to the bottom of the bag, and it's going to affect your yield basically. So, you know, keep an eye on what's going on here, release it. You can still press while you're releasing and just let it go into the bucket. And if you want to improve your yield on a specific recipe, you could press everything out of the bag, and you can actually put more through the hopper again and put it on top of the bag and press again and keep the same recipe going without changing your blade or bag. But just be careful, because obviously when you're putting more and more in here, it is going to get to the point where you're not going to have any more room. At that point you would then lift the hopper, so you would basically lift the hopper, and you can either take the hopper off to make it a little bit easier, depending on how big your pulp is, or you can try and exit from the front, which is why we made it lift. And then you would empty that into the bin, and then if you're doing the same recipe, come back and put it in, ready to basically go again. Now if you were changing recipe, obviously you'd probably need to change your bag, because your bag is going to be, obviously you don't want to contaminate your recipes. Generally I would say have a certain amount of bags for each recipe, because certain ingredients like beetroot will stay in your bags, and you want to keep your bags to each recipe. And like I said, the blade, you would need to change that quickly. If I had another one now on the backing plate and I'm changing the recipe, I'd quickly, you know, under a few seconds, take this off, put a new one on, put a new bag in. Generally your press racks, it's kind of up to you. Your press racks can be quite clean sometimes, and other times they can be a little bit, have a bit of pulp on them. So you can either clean your press racks, or again have spares to go straight in while one of your staff members is cleaning what you've just used, and then just put it in. And obviously you would have to clean your juice collection tray. I will demonstrate how the juice collection tray comes out. Basically what happens is you kind of lift it up at the back slightly like this, tilt it in, lower it down, and away it comes. We've designed it to be large and to be curved, so that it's catching every bit of juice from around the machine, and obviously avoids any spills. To put it back on, you catch the back first, line up the hole here into this channel here, make sure the back's going to clip it on, and she sits quite easily. After a few times you will kind of get the hang of doing the technique of just putting on and off. It's probably first couple of times you'll find it a little bit awkward, and then you'll be doing it quite easily non-stop. Once again, it's stainless steel, so it can go in the sink. We recommend cleaning the machine with kind of warm water. You can scrub your bags. You can also freeze the bags after you clean them. That will also help with your keeping them sterilised. You can kind of jet wash the machine, but we would say jet wash it with low pressure, or just a hose. Excuse me. Try and avoid getting too much water in your electrics, even though they are IP rated. And basically you can wash down the machine. We would generally also recommend probably having your juicer, your kind of environment, to have a drain away floor, so that you don't need to move your machine outside. You can wash it down in your premises. So maybe when you are planning your kitchen with your builder, and you're planning on having a juice kitchen, maybe the investment of having a floor, washable floor, might save you some time and money down the line, and speed up your production. That's basically it. So that's the Mark 7. I've ran through the accessories, and basically operation. We've tried to make it as simple as possible, and the controls are all mechanical, electromechanical, and the reason for that is so depending where you are in the world, whether you're the UK or international, your general electrician should be able to repair or get your machine working again, and we will send you parts with your warranty, or if you're in the UK, we will send an engineer to you, one of our engineers. For any reason we can't send an engineer to you, we will support an engineer in your region. And it's, we designed that so that you don't have loads of downtime waiting for somebody to plug in a USB or a computer to read fault codes and all that kind of, it's going to waste a lot of time waiting for a specific engineer when you could probably get the problem sorted quite quickly with a local engineer and get your business and profit running back up again quite quickly. The only other part of the machine is an emergency stop, but I'm sure most of you are aware. If I'm pressing and I hit it, everything cuts out. Your grinder, your press, everything just cuts out, and you simply turn it again, and everything operates again. We've positioned it at the front of the machine so that if you're around the front and there's a problem here for any reason, you can still reach it and hit it there, or from the side you can still hit it here. Like I said, when you finish with the machine, turn the power off, and do not leave the hopper up whatever you do, because she will naturally fall. So, that is basically the Mark 7. If you have any further questions, or if I haven't covered anything here, please email us at southcateringfabrication@gmail.com, or you can go on our website and we have a live chat facility where you can ask questions. If one of our team isn't on the live chat, we will get back to you because it tells us that please leave your name and message, and we will get back to you. And I hope that answers all your questions. So I'll see you on another video. So take care, and we hope to see you soon.